All right, let's go, humans. I'm going to set up the chat here. You're going to drop any questions. Drop questions here. All right, and we're going to start the live. We're going to start with this beautiful deck. By the way, for anybody who's never seen me, my name is Melissa. I'm a spiritual business mentor. I've scaled my business to 1 million the first 2 years of business. And since then, I've done over 4 million just on one app. So, hi, hello. This is my first time really just, I would say, taking YouTube seriously. We used to stream Waking Up with Melissa, my podcast here. And I used to create a lot of content on YouTube for my coaching program. So that's mainly what I do. I sell my own mentorships on business, scaling your business, starting your business. And I also run spiritual business retreats. I've done already about 24 of them. I would say, what the hell do you need to know about me? I love everything and anything that has to do with meditation, with mindfulness, and just rewiring your mind to become a new human. I would say those are the things that interest me the most. From the East Coast, I used to be a TV producer. I was a TV producer for about 13 years. Love seeing who's coming through today. I'm going to be doing a little bit of a reading here. And then as we get started, let's see, moderate activity. No, all of that's good. Pop-up chat. I've just been loving getting to know a new platform, by the way. So I love that you get to be here with me as I also figure it out. So let's get right into the reading, okay? It is 6 months to the rest of the year. This means we literally have a portal, a window of time where we can quite literally timeline jump and become anybody and anything that we desire. This is a big part of my philosophy. You're not too stuck. You're not too behind. The oracle card that I'm using is Angels and Ancestors. I actually got this one in Sedona. It's pretty beat up, which is crazy. It's pretty beat up. I've been using this for some years now. And I thought it'd be fun to just get into the frequency and in the energy of the next 6 months of business. So if you're a spiritual entrepreneur and you're like, what is going to happen in the next 6 months? Here we go. Let's start our reading. All right. Yep. All right, so we're going to pull 6 cards here. I'll show you each and every one of the cards. Yeah, this one's so good. I've been talking about this. I've been talking about surrounding yourself around positive energy. Okay, we got Release the Old. We got the High Priestess. Okay, this is an amazing, amazing, amazing spread right now. I'm going to break this down for you, okay? And I'm going to pull each and every card. Okay, winter, take care of your needs. Okay, we are, if we look at the seasons, we are going into the last half of the year. And when we look at winter, take care of your needs, it's really getting clear on making sure that you're not building a business that's just serving other people. I actually just talked about this on live today on Instagram around having a business and making it so affordable, or just lowering your standard around something that you wouldn't accept just because you're trying to keep it comfortable. So yes, you are building a business because you want to serve people, but don't forget that you want to build a profitable business. Like, that's part of it. Like, nobody gets into a profession to be broke. So please take the next 6 months to really reassess your business, look at what's arising and how you've been operating, and really start the next half of this year asking yourself, how can I continue to take care of my needs within this business so that it can be sustainable? Okay, the second card here is the Lord. Okay, let's see what happens if we try to send this to somebody. Oh, see, you can send it to Facebook. Oh, you can send it to Reddit. Oh, I love that. I love that you can share the live. I love that. Don't have access to this feature. That's the camera, manage. Wow, I'm over here like a child. I'm like, I just love all the features. Okay, so the Lord, take charge with authority, right? This next half of the year, if you've been passive in your business, I actually just had one of my best friends. I was having a conversation with her, and we were just leaving each other messages around how we're both on, and she was mentioning like, okay, your business is taking off. Obviously, if you guys don't know me, my name is Melissa Ruiz. I had a platform that I grew on Instagram, 220K, and 113 days ago that account got disabled, so I just restarted my platform again. Again, if you want to follow me, I'm going to drop it below. It's not that handle, it's actually Melissa Ruiz official. So that is my new Instagram handle if you want to go ahead and follow over there. And she's locked into her business. So right now, for the next 6 months, I want you to look at your business, and I really want you to step forward. I feel like a lot of people in business, they're afraid to lean in because they don't want to be perceived as salesy. This was also another conversation I was having with my trainer today, and she was telling me, she said, you should make content around selling, because ultimately, like, selling is difficult for people because you have to sell yourself. And so, yes, taking authority and stepping forward doesn't mean that you have to feel salesy. It means that you have to get really clear on what is yours to do. And what I'm getting is really like just like digging your heels into the deep inner knowing of what your calling is. Everybody has a God given gift. Everybody has something so unique about them. So don't be afraid to step forward in the next 6 months. And maybe this is for somebody who doesn't have a business yet, but they're like, man, I really want to do it. It's a perfect time. It's a perfect time. This is the portal for you to step forward. Maybe this is for you if you're like, damn, I've been really wanting to scale past a certain month. I've been stuck in this bracket. Perfect. Okay. Literally the energy. And this is one thing that I've been actually sharing too. I love this arrow, by the way, right? When I think about Sag, we also have that bow and arrow. And when I think of an arrow, I think of, hitting bullseye on a target, right? Surrounding yourself with positive energy, surrounding yourself with like-minded people, especially if you're desiring to change this season. Remember that if nothing changes, nothing actually changes, right? And I didn't make that up. That's just something that a lot of people have said that I can literally co-sign. If you want to build $1 million business, but you keep hanging out with people who are broke, people who, and I'm broke, by the way, doesn't mean like broke in their pockets. I'm just talking about they don't fucking have the discipline. They're not showing up in the ways that is conducive to actually run $1 million business. Then what are you doing? You got to surround yourself with like-minded people. You got to surround yourself with people who are going to, get you further, because at the end of the day, energy is contagious. And this is a beautiful card, autumn. This is really also showing us the seasons for the last half of the year, right? Right? Like the fall and the winter, and releasing the old, right? What is releasing the old and letting it rest? What does that look like in your business? Are there any offers that you need to kill? Are there any offers that maybe you've been holding on to for a really long time, but it's just time for you to let it go, because ultimately it's not either producing the result that you desire, or maybe it's just not getting you to your income goal, right? So like, I always like to do this prayer around letting things go, and just saying the prayer that you release it with love. You got the lesson, you got all that you needed from this now moment, and you're ready to let it go with so much love. Goodbye, right? As we clear out the old, as we clear out our closets, we're allowing more to come in, because these last two cards for this month is really, really powerful. It's really powerful. This is the High Priestess. Okay? Like, honey, okay? What do you mean? Okay? Like, this is you stepping into all of your power, right? This is just you harnessing that power from within. This is you finally recognizing who you are and how you want to be perceived online, right? And the last one is the fire guardian, right? And this one's all about igniting your passion. In yoga, we call this the tapas. Okay. Yes, you can't just get anywhere trying to manifest. You have to get to a place where you understand that if you want to get to a goal, you need aligned action. You need aligned action. That's how you get there. This is the reading for the next half of the year. Super excited for those that get to watch this. You can comment below and I will respond. Ciao. See you guys soon. You want to go follow me on my Instagram? It's Melissa Ruiz Official. Go in peace, go with God. See everybody soon.